What's up, guys? So I know I haven't posted in a minute, so I thought I'd post today, and I'm just gonna get right into it. So I identified SOXL today, um, and this is the one I traded. It fits the criteria, so we took a swing at it, and we successfully, you know, did what we needed to do. Um, Let me pull this up really quickly. Stocks, right there. This was this morning, as you guys could see. Ended up with 1200 under 15 minutes. Also, you guys, I am doing a special between the end of next week of the end of the first week of November, the end of the first week. So let's see, look at the calendar here. So November, so by Monday is the cutoff line, November 22nd. I mean, November 7th, basically. Where did I get 22nd from? So, November 7th, that's the cutoff of the special that I'm doing. If you guys want to learn how to trade, I typically charge 5K. I am doing a 2K special, 2K. So, if you guys want to learn how to trade, now's the best time to jump in. 2K. All right, so I'm doing a 2K special. So let's go over this video. I'm going to try not to make it long, but it was kind of long. It is 15 minutes long, and then me narrating it is going to make it like 20-minute video. So let's get right into it. All right, cool. Let's close this off. Um, okay, so SOXL, as you guys can see, goal time is right there. So I know this thing is uptrending, right? I know it's uptrending. So I'm waiting for the first candle so I could jump in. Let me hit the play button. There you go. Boom. I jump in as soon as I see it starting to make new highs right there. And I know this right here is a problem area. So boom, I see that it's approaching it. I sold. Now, I don't know if this thing just had a lag or if I just got filled at that spot, but whatever happened, I ended up getting filled right when I sold. Um, Sometimes this thing just has like a small lag to it, but this was a profit. This was green because I knew this area, it touched this area before. As you guys can see, it touched it before right there, and it had an issue. So I knew I was going to sell right there. I was going to try to take a quick 10 cents. Now, if it continued to go up, I was going to jump right back in. All right. So now I'm waiting for it to go above go time or close to, or I just want to see some momentum coming in actually. Because today I'm just scalping. I wasn't really following my normal strategy because you guys know my normal strategy is above go time, jump in. But um, right now I was kind of just scalping it because I'm just seeing when the momentum and when the volume. I'm looking at the level two, and I'm looking at the tickets right there, and I'm waiting to see momentum coming, and I'm jumping in. So at this point, it was dropping down. I thought maybe it was done, but I figured, you know what? If it goes back above VWAP, I'm gonna jump back in. And you guys always know I mentioned this several times. Above VWAP, buyers are in control. Below VWAP, sellers are in control, and I'm a long bias trader. So I could see that it's gonna run into some problems again. So I quickly sold, and this time I got a bad fill. This over here I got a good fill. Down here I got a bad fill. I was supposed to sell somewhere around here. So then I saw momentum growing again. As you can see, I jumped back in here, expecting it to explode. I'm expecting it to explode, so I'm giving it a little bit of time. I see that this thing is strong. I mean, it's got a huge upwards momentum. You guys can see that. And it's making big moves from 840 to 860. It's making 20-cent moves. So now it's above go time. I'm expecting it to explode, and it's not exploding, so I quickly sell. Now, mind you, I upped my shares to 5,000 shares. So now it's like if I jump in, I got to take quick, fast moves. But as you can see, now I'll go to my daily chart to see where it's going to come into some issues. And I know, well, I'm drawing my lines. I know this area right here is going to be a problem. So I draw my line there. And then I look back on my one because I'm just looking for 35, 45 cents. So I know that it has huge potential to keep going up. So now I'm waiting for a little bit of push. I'm just scalping it right now. I'm not following my normal strategy, but I'm scalping it. So I'm just watching the tickets come in, and I'm watching level two. And when I see it revving up, I jump in. So right now it's pulling back. I can see this is a clear pullback. So I know if it starts going above 870, I know I'm going to jump back in. And it starts going above, it went without me. So it went without me, and I was like, man, this thing is just is strong. So at this point, I'm making a decision. Should I just jump in and take these quick moves and keep scalping it, or should I do my regular strategy? I see it's going, so I'm like, let me jump in because I could see that it's going to hit this line right there. This is the next resistance area, which I identified that when I went to the daily chart. This was the line that I drew. And so now I see it's going down a little bit. I'm not down by much. I'm down by like 300 bucks at this point. So I'm not really sweating it. 300 bucks is not a lot. Now, if it goes down below 1,000, then I'll probably double up and then wait for it to come back to the middle to break even and then sell. But at this point, I wasn't really down by, 1,000 bucks at this point. So I'm waiting to see if it goes down 1,000 so I could double up real quick. But it didn't go down to 1,000 bucks, so I just kept holding it. And I kind of knew it was doing a pullback because this is what these stocks do. They go up and they go down, they go up, they go down. So I'm watching this pullback, and I'm kind of expecting it to hit this line right there. So now I'm watching it. I might have to fast forward this a little bit. Maybe I'll fast forward it. Should I fast forward it? Because this thing, I don't really want to be here for 15 minutes. All right, so now I can see right here it's making a new high. Now it's supposed to explode. So it's kind of lingering around, lingering around, lingering around. I'm expecting a huge explosion. I shouldn't have took this trade. I should have waited for this pullback to jump in, but it is what it is. The momentum was growing. So now I see it's about to approach here and it's having a problem, so I sell quickly. Because it should have exploded and hit this line by now. And of course, after I sell, it goes up a little bit higher. It's normally what happens with these things, right? As soon as you sell, they pop up. But as you can see, this trade was green, this trade was green, this trade was green, and so was this trade. This trade was green as well. So I know this is a huge resistance area. So now I'm watching it. And lately, I don't know if you guys been trading every day, but lately, what's been happening is these things pop up and then they go all the way back down. So now I'm thinking this thing's about to go all the way back down. So now I know this is a resistance area. I jumped in here expecting it to explode past this resistance area, but it wasn't doing much. It just was really slow, so I got out. So now what I'm about to do now is I'm expecting it to start going back down because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles. I mean, at some point it's got to take a breather, right? It's got to take a break. So now I'm waiting for it to start going back down, and I'm hoping that it slams down so I could take a nice move. So I'm just waiting for the first red candle to pop up, and then I can take it on the way down. This thing just was moving slow for some reason. This was the best move right here. I jumped in there, but it just was shaky. But this was the best trade, and I should have just held on a little bit longer. But sometimes you don't know, and you want to play safe. And so, it's better safe than sorry. So now I'm watching it. I know this is a problem area. I'm trying to see if it's going to explode to that $9 mark, or is it going to slam down like I'm anticipating? Because now it's far away from VWAP. And you guys, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the candles, they normally trade close to VWAP. And if it's going far away from VWAP, it kind of has to pull back close to VWAP. Just like if it's below VWAP, it's going to climb back up close to VWAP. Because the VWAP is the average price that it's trading, right? So it's got to stay close to the average. It can't be way above the average. You know what I mean? Or way below the average. So at this point now, I'm just watching to see first candle to make to go lower than the previous candle, which is this one here. As you can see, it's starting to go down. Now I'm expecting to ride this one down. I see this is a problem area. So, and then if it goes above here, of course I'm gonna sell. So now I'm up a little bit, and I see that it's not just slamming like it should. So at this point, I'm giving it a little bit of time. I'm trying to be a little bit patient with it. But if it starts going up on me and I'm below $1,000, because 1,000 is my threshold. You guys should always have a threshold, a number that you know if it goes above, that you have to get out. So right there, it's not like 1,000. I'm not losing 1,000 right now. So it's probably like, 150, $200 right there. It's not really like $1,000 right now. So that's why I'm hanging on to it. I have $1,000 threshold. If it goes above 1,000, I'm just gonna get out. Sometimes I let it go above 1,000, a little bit above 1,000. It all depends what the stock is looking like. So I know this line right here is a support. So of course I'm going to sell it because the EMAs are there for a reason. These are support areas. These are all support. And obviously if it's below these lines, these are resistance areas. So I'm gonna sell before it gets to these lines. So now I just made another green move. This was a green move. I made a profit there. So as you guys can see, every trade so far, I've been in the green. Every trade, each trade that I just took, it was profitable. So now I'm watching to see if it's going to go back above here, because now it's just going sideways. You can see it's just going sideways. I don't know if it's going to slam down anymore, and I don't know if it's going to skyrocket. So now I'm waiting to see first candle to make a new high or first candle to make a new low. If it starts going lower than the previous candle, I'm going to short it. If it goes above the previous candle, then I'm going to go long. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I don't typically go long and short when I trade. But in this situation, when things are like moving this slow, I kind of have to make a decision. So now, as you can see, this candle is going higher than this candle. So I jumped in. It starts going down a little bit, but then it starts popping back up. It's just shaky. It's just going sideways. I'm not down $1,000, so I know I'm hanging on to it. If it starts going down below $1,000, I'm gonna get out. That's my threshold. Always have a threshold. That's what keeps your money consistent. Because if you allow yourself to lose a certain amount every time, then you're more likely to be more consistent with your account. All right, so now I'm just watching it. I'm not down 1,000, so I'm just watching it. Now, if it slammed down, if it goes below $1,000, and I'll just get out. But I don't see it doing that. It's actually just did a nice pullback. It's above the VWAP, which means buyers are still in control. So this is why I took the long position. I took the short position there because I could see this candle is lower than this one and it's far away from VWAP, so it had to come down. Does that make sense? I hope this makes sense to you guys. All right, so now I'm watching it. I'm expecting it to explode above this level here to make new highs, probably up to the $9 mark. Quickly, I sell. You always want to sell right around where it made its last highs. I mean, if you want to hang on to it, that's cool, but me personally, I don't want to do that. So as you guys can see, that was it for me. I took a screenshot of, I normally take a screenshot and then I post it on YouTube. I mean on, not YouTube, on Facebook, because I always post my trades on Facebook every day. Well, not every day, but typically when I hit my goal, I post on my Facebook. But today was one of the days that I hit my goal. I ended up with $1,200, and that was it. That's it for the day. I hope you guys got some value out of this one. Again, I'm having a special up until the 7th of November. So the first week of November. From now till the first week of November, typically I charge $5K. I'm doing a $2K special. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, $2K, hit me up. Email is below. Let's get you started. I mean, understanding this thing is very simple. And obviously, I'm not going to show you how to scalp immediately because you don't want to learn how to scalp like I'm doing here. You want to learn a simple strategy that basically is a proven strategy that takes you to the next level. And that's what I show you. I show you guys a much simpler strategy, and it's very easy. But it's the same stocks that we're trading, stocks that have upward momentum, and I'll show you what these stocks must have in order to feel comfortable trading them. All right, so I'll show you how to pick them. That way, you don't rely on me or anybody else, because a lot of people, hit me up and they want me to tell them every morning what I'm trading. Why? Why don't you just learn how to pick what I'm trading? Because every day I know how to pick what I'm trading. So learn how to pick them. Once you learn how to pick them, it's just a matter of like being disciplined and following exactly what I tell you to do. If you don't do exactly what I tell you to do, your chances are greater of losing. But if you do exactly what I tell you what to do, then your chances are greater at winning. Now, don't get me wrong, this is very risky business. It's trading. You can lose money, you will lose money. But, you know, in the long run, look at these trades. This was green. This was green. That was a small green. This was 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 green. Do I know what I'm doing? I think I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Now, all these trades were green. Did you guys notice this? All of these trades were profitable trades. Not one of them was a red trade. Why? Because I know to get out fast. I know if I hit a certain amount to get out. I know when I'm in the green to just take my profits. Some people just don't understand that. And then on top of that, I kind of know how these stocks move. I know how they work. Even when I jump in right here when I wasn't kind of supposed to, even though it was a good spot to jump in because of the momentum, look at this candle. So um, because of this candle, it had upward momentum. I knew that it was going to continue to go up. Even when I bought here, I can definitely wait. I can definitely wait because of this candle to sell on that candle. Does that make sense? So on top of that, I'm already in the green. Green, green, green. So all these trades, I was already profitable. So it's okay for me to break even or even take a loss. It's okay to take losses too. So, um, at the same time, like this had an upwards momentum. The stock had an upwards momentum. So there's no reason not to hang on to it. So I'm going to teach you guys, how to pick them, when to jump in, when to jump out, what not to trade. So once you have this basic knowledge, you basically understand, um, you know, you basically are ahead of the game. Really, you have a great understanding of what to expect these stocks to move, how these stocks move. So we go in depth. We go into um, setting up your platform. We go into setting up your charts. All the questions that you need to ask are answered. We do this on Zoom. Um, I can actually take over, your platform, your computer on Zoom. I can send you a Zoom link, take over your whole platform, and I can actually maneuver all of these things for you, set everything up for you. That's how I've done it for some of my past students. When I send them the Zoom link, um, I get access to their computers. They give me access to their computers, and then I can go and navigate and fix everything and put everything in order for them. And that way, they don't actually have to do all of this. So I know this looks all complicated in the beginning, but trust me, it's very, very simple once you know what you're doing. And some of you guys already know what you're doing. You guys already have your platform set up. You just are not profitable. For those of you that are just not profitable and you just need a solid um, strategy, that's where I come in. I can give you a strategy that's a solid strategy. Again, you guys just watch all these trades that I took. Each one of them was green. How was I able to do that? To me, it's like very simple, but to some people, it's like very difficult. Um, it is what it is. But at the same time, if you guys need any help, again, I'm not going to make this super long. Again, till the 7th of November. 7th of November. My 5K training is now 2K. So if you've ever thought about learning how to do this or wanting to know how to do this or